Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. I apologize for running slightly late this morning. We received some big news related to the Dungeons & Dragons OGL debacle, and I was actually actively recording a video to respond because I wanted to go through the new version, talk about what was going on, and boy, is there a lot to talk about for folks who are interested in that. D&D is trying to make at least the mechanics of making things that are compatible for it Creative Commons. So that's a big step. And then if you want to do stuff that's actually formally, sanctioned, there's a whole nother song and dance. Very interesting. Because I was doing that, and I love my chat, but I had to get through breaking down a document. I did it as a recording, and StreamYard kind of got glitchy for a couple minutes while it processed the fact that I'd done a recording. So, again, I apologize. Before we get into this, I need to talk about paying paying some bills. So first off, we want to put a huge shout out to Joe Bachman at bit.ly/JBTechApps for creating our dice roller for Big Stompy Robots and creating an amazing RPG dice roller. I will be reaching out to him when I think he has some time to get some other game-related materials, especially as I codify base plus 2 fantasy. Once base plus 2 fantasy is codified, I'll be reaching out to Joe and trying to get a simple app for character creation. It's going to be... That is my next huge project. I have small project, medium project, and huge project. My small project is I want to wrap up it by the end of the month, hopefully at least the first draft, if not get it published, Through the Thinning Veil. That will give me my first publication of the year. Outside of that, I'm paid by all my publications, including the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, the Big Stompy Robots line of books and games, and of course my computer went boink for a second. Sorry about that. and my latest publication, Art and Tales, Volume 1. This is a big one for me because it's the first time I have published my art as art, with an intention. This is very different than me publishing my core rule book and including my art in it. So please, if you can afford it, get this book. It's 25 little tiny short stories you can read inspired by prompts. I intend to do more prompts and story responses like this for volume 2, especially if there's interest. So please show your interest. Read Art and Tales Volume 1. We're also very much working to, let me see if that's in here. Because I've ran my thing for a couple minutes, I want to run the banner gofundme.com/f/love for the Hales. Amy Hale and her husband incurred about $30,000 in medical bills and climbing. We are trying to raise money to help them. If you have anything you can give, please do so. If not, please spread the word so others can. My bit of support will be for the rest of the show, because there's a little bit of a disclaimer at the beginning of my other one. I will be running this banner. Now let's get this away. I know I am way behind in the comments. I'm going to hit that real soon. But accountability, boy, have I. Again, I've been working on Through the Thinning Veil, which is my short story collection of horror stories. I want that out very, very soon. I've also had to do a bunch of the work relating to studying the OGL as it hits. One, because while this doesn't affect most of the writers, for the game designers like me, this conflict is literally historic. As somebody who's been a DM for 30 years and watched things rise and fall, and as somebody who loves the nerd and geek community as much as I do, this is a huge deal. And it affects some of my longer term goals. So I have to see how that comes. If you want to see what a game that I've designed plays like, and you want to get it relatively cheap, Hybrids the Sons of Gods, the role-playing game, is still available through Luke Stone Studios. While we're at it, Luke Stone, reach out to him if you have anything you can spare. He is having to move rapidly from Jacksonville, Florida, to Indiana. He'll be about 3 hours south of me. So hopefully we may get to meet in person at some point. But he's going through a whole lot. Basically, he was evicted by the church that they gave the house to. And documentation disappeared. It got shady fast. So he's going through a lot. Anything you could do to support him is really a good deal. Now, I've talked about that. More artwork is coming. I have a whole bunch of... Well, I can't... You guys don't need to know everything I'm working on. I am eagerly awaiting my book from Kelly Austin. I do want to talk about that briefly, being the Rembrandt Stratagem. This is a really great concept. I love pulpy, vaguely noir stuff, and when it overlaps with magic or magic adjacent fantasy, I'm here for it. So this is going to be a really good... let me fix that. Yes, I know. That was me getting another notice about Nevermind the Furthermore. So we've done that. We've talked about that. I know I'm forgetting something, but today's been one of those days where that's just happening. Let's see what you're talking about and doing, and we'll see if it jogs loose my mind. Okay, getting through the comment dumps. Oh, cool. First through the door. Oh, actually, huge shout out also back again to Joe Bachman, who's waiting, because he gives me about 5 minutes before possibly starting the show without me in case of technical difficulties. And he's more than welcome to hop back on if he wants to. I can't tell where he's working, because Joe always makes the show better. But first through the door is Mike Jimmy Lorsha DeBron. What up, lovelies? Hi, Mike Jimmy. How are all your projects going? I'm going to run your ad right away because you came through the door first and foremost, and you're just awesome. So let's run that ad if I can find where I put it. Let's get to the right place. And there we are. Yeah, that is just the best world building I have seen in some time. And when I get through my backlog, I want to reach out to Mike Jimmy and see about setting up something RPG or RPG adjacent. I don't know. We'll have to talk. And, so we're joined also by Donna. Hi, Donna. Donna's blowing a kiss at Mike Jimmy. I love how affectionate our chat is. And as we are approaching the Man-T Man Power Hour here, hope you are having a wonderful Friday and are looking at a productive and amazing weekend. I am. I really am. A lot of things are getting done. I'm finally feeling a bit better than I have. I mean, I'm back to where I was before some of the meds. So I have the exhaustion and the pain, but some of the more eclectic symptoms aren't hitting as bad. So I'm hoping to get a lot done this weekend. I'm really excited. Can't wait till Monday. Yes, Monday. Life on Korra gets launched. It's going to be wonderful. I can't wait for it. What's this? Tomorrow in the multiverse fundraiser. Carl and I will be on the Indie Writers panel. Oh, nice. Throw a link to that if you have one. Oh, nice. See? Mike Jimmy understands. Yeah, they must have been desperate. No, don't do that. All right, you know what? We're going to stop right here. I've noticed a problem with a lot of people in this, myself included. So if you think I'm burning you, I'm burning me too. We got to stop with the self denigrating humor. Okay. Humility is great. We all should be humble. I was, and I went to fall right into it. But part of building ourselves up is putting down the flail we use on ourselves and letting ourselves heal. I saw a great video about you are not just a self-published writer. Okay. You are not just going for a run. We have to get rid of the training as creatives. We've had our whole lives people telling us our stuff is just art. Oh, he's just drawing. Oh, they're just writing. It's not a real job. Get over it. It is a real job. It is real work, real creation, real effort, and it matters, and you matter, and all the people in my chat are incredible. I do not associate nor suffer fools or the arrogant long. I will not allow pretenders and the kind of people who throw limiters at others around my circle. I'm intensely protective, and I won't tolerate that. And it's high time we all, as creators, stop and we look in the mirror. We go, quit hurting yourself, man. Because, and I'm serious, I've noticed this, and this is part of my 2023. If it's a villain arc, so help me, hand me the black hat. I'll wear it with style. But if we can't get past looking in the mirror and lowering ourselves, how can we hope to build each other up? How can we hope to reach the levels that we deserve? I'm telling you, folks, and I've got a fire lit under my derriere on this one. We need to let go of that, because that's not us. That was put there by somebody. that was inserted into us as a governor, as a limiter, as a way to keep us small. And I am not having folks keep the people I love small. Okay? Because you all have potential. You all are doing amazing, incredible, life-changing, earth-shattering things. Putting out books and animations and comics. It takes a staggering amount of work, and you are existing in defiance of huge publishing companies and huge productive companies and the very mouse himself who looms over us all. And yet, defiantly, we put pen to paper and we tell our stories and we look at our minuscule profits and go, "Mwaha, we have done something." Because, friends, when I look at life, a lot of times you have to ask yourself the question, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I will tell you now that we've been squeezing real hard and we deserve every bloody drop of juice that we get for it. And if that sounds a little spicy, maybe we need some spice this Friday. Because you all rock. Okay? My chat, if you're watching the show for the first time, my chat, they rock. Published authors, creators, game designers, app designers, awesome people doing it and coming together to help each other constantly. Because that, my friends, is what the Rising Tide is about. It lifts all ships, and we are lifting. Make no mistake about it. And we are lifting others. We are building up something wonderful and beautiful. And that is why I wake up in the morning. I stagger out of bed, eat half a bowl of oatmeal, and sit down to try to do these shows 3 days a week for this. 2 more. I'm broadcasting 5 days a week. Why? Because I believe in creating positive energy, and you guys are the results. It resonates like a bell. Ripples on the pond, my friends. What is the shape of your ripples? Look into it. It can shock you. Because each one of us, guys, is making a difference. So no more self-defamating humor. We are going to work across the board to just kind of quell that little habit. Because if anybody talked to any of you the way I talk to myself, the fury that they would incur would be of biblical proportions. So I'm not letting you do it. And the problem with that is I despise being a hypocrite. So if I won't let you do it, I have to call myself on it. And it's uncomfortable. But I believe we can do it, and I believe we can get better. So let's keep rocking and popping. And Donna, we got to get a video for your stuff. Morning. Okay, we got greetings. And then hi, Joe Bachman. You know I love you, brother. Mike, Jimmy, they just know who would bring in the people. These people are expecting a show is a different story. Yeah, well, they'll be surprised then I behave myself on other people's shows. Well, then, you know what, Donna? Maybe we need to get you on one of these. Talk about what you do. Put you front and center, because a lot of times we hear from Carl, and Carl's all over the place. Maybe guys, that's something you want. Do you guys want me to take maybe a Wednesday and reach out to our own Donna Carlene, have her in the hot seat for a while, and find out more about the lady behind some really neat work? And we got more greetings. Where is Witzman in this? Good question. Text him because the house is too big to see. Oh, good morning, folks. Good morning, Carl. Aha, morning, Carl. So I was watching an OBS video that got uploaded this morning. Haha. Yes, I will be uploading another video as soon, well, about an hour after this show concludes, because I have to download it and then re-upload it. I wanted it up before now, but I took too long. Hey, Donna, Mike, Jimmy, we got greetings. Hey, Witzman, dude, got greetings. Donna's asking for coffee. Get coffee. Speak up now or be decaffeinated forever, please, friends. If you cannot know how much I miss caffeine. I found Maddie got me fig-based coffee. It's not coffee, but it tastes a lot like coffee, a little caramely actually. It's called Koffig, and it has no caffeine, and it's actually quite delightful. I don't know the calorie count, but she made it. It comes in tea bag style, and it comes in like loose grounds to go through a coffee maker. It was quite pleasant. Little sweetener, that's all it needs. Very nice and not acidic. It didn't upset my tummy. So as I journey through this, not being able to have caffeine and mourning those who walk this path, I will share what I've acquired for nice beverages. Calvin told me that something was needed. I fear you'd fallen down a well. Also, don't forget Brian K. Morris's GoFundMe for Amy and John Hale. GoFundMe.com/F/Love for the Hales. It's scrolling across. Apparently, Dad doesn't make eggs correctly, not like Mommy makes them. I'm going to have eggs after this, I think. LOL, Mike Jimmy. And thanks for posting the Hale link. Morning, Donnie. How you doing, love? I haven't started the next section of the book because I've been eyeball deep in alligators. Morning, Dawn. We got greetings. Getting ready for the big book signing. Also be sure to subscribe to the Indie Comics Network. Monday morning, I will be launching Life on Korra Volume 1 there. YouTube.com/@Indie Comics Network. That used to be Raging 2, folks, for those of you who know that brand a little better. That is Nita's house, with Daphne sitting on the throne. And heck of a set of ladies, wonderful full channel. A bit spicier than the content on my channel, but that's okay. I don't judge. So I will be keeping next Monday short so that everybody can hop over there because Mike Jimmy definitely deserves it. Nita gets mad when I do that, but Nita's angry when she's beautiful, so it just works really well. Alrighty, and don't forget the 24-hour comic challenge. I'll be doing the 4th of February. What? I would love to try something like that as a means to get off my derriere and do a comic. Cool. And of course, the link for the actual campaign, kickstarter.com/project/fairies and ents, Life on Korra Volume 1. This is one I have to throw some money at. Not quite yet. Still opening my eyes from sleep and about to brew my first cup of joe. Keep your joes in order. Well, you were up an ungodly hour last night. Dan is a bad influence. I love Dan Hollifield. The spirit in me resonates with the spirit of Dan Hollifield. I saw Last Man Standing come up, and I had to resist because I wanted to talk to him. He is a salve on my battered soul, but I had only had an hour of sleep the night before, hour and a half, and I had gotten a nap. So I was in desperate need of sleep. Dan Hollifield, if and when you see this, brother, I hope you are doing incredibly well. I hope you have everything you need. And I love you, man. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Blue Teddy. How are you doing, hon? I'd love to see you do some more art and stuff. I miss you. Oh, well, we have to touch base and find out about maybe doing another art time with Nick to see your progress. He doesn't scare me. GM Blue Teddy. Okay, we got greetings. That's the key. Don't be scary. Sneak up on them with kindness and then whammy. No. Dan Hollifield may be an extraplanar elder god resonating in. I'm going to keep resonating. I like it. Resonating in the Appalachian area, but he's a kind extraplanar elder god resonating in the Appalachian area. I'm kind. What's my whammy? Whoo, Don. That is a tale for the green room. Next thing you know, your featured on a late night talk show in your cat attacks. Woo! He made it just in time before StreamYard kicked him out. Yeah. She wanted to own the platform on the phone. Phone was on and reclaim her tower. Running slightly late just gives us more time to fill up the chat. Please don't forget to like this video. Right, Joe B. Y'all are safe. First coffee brewing up now. From the desk of a small press. It's okay. You were in journalism mode, Nick. I really was. And that video will launch a lot of significant things for game designers. And speaking of significant, we've got Joe D. McPhee coming in through the doorway here on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
You know what? Follow Joe B. He does amazing tutorials on a 3D render program called DAZ 3D. Occasionally can look a little dated, but it's a really neat way to understand how the posings work. And he's very good at what he does. And what he does is pretty nice. Nick Glenn! How are you, oh master of the Ames lettering guide? You were so much fun on Nevermind the Furthermore. I'm sorry, I'm plugging Mount Joe accidentally on Nerd Bacon. And I would love to see you do a video guide series on things like how to use the Ames lettering guide to record the techniques that you use, perhaps with an over the shoulder kind of setup, or a boom camera kind of setup, where we can see how you do the styles that they're on the verge of being lost to the ages. And I would love to see that, because I find the more I study traditional art, the better my digital art. The more I do digital art, the better my traditional art. I feed this into this lovely feedback loop between what I learned from you and what I learned from Luke Stone, and it's really helping me, and I'm incredibly appreciative of it. I know you sometimes feel embattled on that subject, but I think it's important to recognize the dedication, and I want to encourage it, but I also want it for the purpose of the preservation of the skills. Something where you're breaking down how to use that, how it was done classically. I'd love maybe get Randy Zimmerman involved, because you really have what you have is a skill set that makes you uniquely suited for the situation. But seriously, get your stuff down, especially when you have something like that. Heck, if you're looking for book projects, the Glenn Fleming Guide to Classic Comic Design could be really helpful for this younger generation. Morning all, morning Nick, and good morning Joe, as we said, and Glenn, and we got greetings, we got Carl Witzman. Accountability. Now that the Somerton man has been identified, he had a sad life, I'm reconsidering finishing my spy novel. I may do it later if I can adopt it somewhat. Respect for families. Oh my. Oh, God, Carl, that is my kind of luck. For people who know or don't know, a lot of the spy novel that Carl has been writing, and I've had the privilege to hear about quite a bit, is based on someone who's known as the Somerton Man, who was a body that was discovered on a beach. And to prevent spoilers for the people who look into it, very odd situations around said body. If that has actually been solved, one of the larger mysteries of our time has been solved, and I find that fascinating. But Carl was working on a fictionalized account, and given that he knows the truth, and apparently it was rather sad, he's making the respectful choice to possibly reconsider finishing it. It would be interesting to see how much of it can be tweaked. Okay? Because I'd hate to see all that hard work go out the window. But I genuinely admire the consideration you're showing. And we've got greetings, 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 and chatting, but it's like, hey, hi. Hit that, not the green room yet. Yep. It is Friday, and for those who know the green room will be happening in parallel, like it always does, with the Historical Fencing Guild live stream, which is 8 o'clock Eastern, that I will again be hosting. However, afterwards, depending on what my lovely wife has planned for the evening and the way both the show and how I'm feeling go, I usually pop in for a while and wreak absolute havoc on the far more sane and urbane discussions that happened before I bust in, like the Kool-Aid Man. But it's a great place to be. Good Christian souls looking after Luke. You know what? I'm going to engage this one just a little bit. Because, like I said, this is part of possibly my villain arc. And if it is, let's do this. What happened with Luke is what I see is there are a whole lot of people who, it's much like the word inconceivable. I don't think the word Christian means what a lot of people think it means, because either they're not reading the book or they're only reading the book cherry-picked to build certain self-aggrandizing, greed-supporting, mammon-worshipping BS. The idea that someone calling themselves a pastor, reverend, or whatever the dude's title is, I do not know the name of the gentleman involved, who would kick out the family of the family, including a literally crippled pastor, after promising them a year of sanctuary, is the greatest example of bad form I have seen outside of the politics sphere. And some of you don't understand Nikki's well enough to truly get the breadth and depth of what I mean when I say bad form. There is a place in my vernacular higher than swearing. It is a place where I engage individuals who have made choices that require rectification in one form or another. And it is not my place to do so, but I certainly would not want to be him at some point in judgment. But I will ask this as a lowercase c Christian. I don't have any reverend or titles or anything. I'm not even in a church right now, because honestly, I don't know what denomination I am, having watched so much happen around me. But I find it sickening. So I read the book. I try to do the right thing. But please don't let it become too easy to paint everyone with the brush of the actions of vile people. Allowing one outlier's evil to dictate your view of any group without investigation is a fast track to forms of bigotry. And I do not believe that anyone should be held as lesser for their religion, providing that the tenets of said religion do not include anything like human sacrifice or anything spooky like that. You have to have caveats, but yeah, don't be careful. Be careful, friends, because we don't. It's easy to judge sometimes. Going back on accountability, test the calendar Joe set up. Push the signing. On the move with Michaela Jade, and some proactive self-care so I can make it through the signing still standing. That's beautiful. Okay. That's beautiful. Much back on. If you have physical limitations, which I do, prep work is valid. Saying, I am going to take a day that will be very physically strenuous. Planning the day before to be physically light and the day after for recovery. That is not being lazy. That is being proactive. Because if you don't plan that day for recovery, you will crash into that day anyway. This isn't just for people with physical limitations. This is a good policy for anybody. If you know you're going to go to a big concert, celebration, whatever, festival all day, take the day before. Make sure you eat well, you sleep well, you get all your meds, you hydrate well, because you probably will make stupid choices while you're out having fun, and make sure the day after you can recover. This is how we do it. This goes right into, if I know I'm doing a big fencing day, stretching for the week ahead, being careful what I eat, being careful to drink enough, be careful to try to get as much sleep as I can, so that I can hit it at my best. And when I was recording my videos, and anytime I have a practice, even in the future, understand that the background has been a week of work. It takes about a week of setup for me to be physically together enough, by being very, very careful about the rules, to have a day like that. And it may take me a week of recovery. That's why I don't do practices every week anymore. As the weather, once we get through the wet weirdness, I intend to have practices. If I'm going, same thing with book shows or library programs. I give myself a lot of setup. I take it easy the day before the program. I do the program. I know I'm going to come home and crash. This self-care is something that needs to be discussed a lot more. And I'm quite a bit behind, so I'm going to hop and pop for just a bit. The website, multiversefundraiser.com, has links to all the sites where you can watch interviews and the author talk. Awesome. Let's try that again. Yeah, because I see the typo. www.themultiversefundraiser.com. And what is that fundraising for? I'm interested, but LOL, I only joked about being desperate, not because I do not suffer from imposter syndrome. I know what a good writer I am and what an awesome person I am. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see. Nick is calling the stigma of being a professional is defined by how much you can get paid for your services and create to be eradicated. Tired of the "are other people buying it" comments. Yes. Yes. One, I do hope people buy your work. But that doesn't mean, just because you're not making money right now doesn't mean you're not a professional, and what we do isn't important and valid. If you work your butt off doing, I hate to say it, but I do, I don't consider myself a professional streamer, YouTuber, and yet I do at least a part-time job's worth of hours in front of the camera every week. And that's not all the work I do behind the camera, setting things up and researching and paying attention and networking and everything. I do this professionally at this point. I only have a few books out. I lost count of how many publications I actually have. But they're out, and I track my sales, and I promote them. I not only am I someone who has done it, it's out there. I'm someone who is pushing to do more. Professional is not a destination, it's a journey. And wherever you are on that path means you're still it. So yeah. Now I will try to help you make money. I'm all about that. Give me a moment. I apologize as I just get done saying I'm a professional, but wow. I just got notifications, and I need to silence this for my show. Because I always get people who message me during my program. And yes, you just had that happen while claiming you're a professional. Yes. I'm a professional who's always trying to improve. And that's what 2023 is going to be a lot about. There's going to be, I'm not just throwing punches here. I'm throwing elbows, getting some Muay Thai kicks in. This is going to be an interesting year. You turned on Nick EXE. This program will not exit until rant.dl has been ran. Exactly, friends. In all seriousness, you're awesome, Nick. We love you. I love you too, Mike Jimmy. I love everybody in my chat and all my viewers, even the ones who disagree with me, because I can do that. I'm afraid so. Mike Jimmy, Lord DeBron. Rant.dl will run until Stack Overflow error clears on the bad input that other people give or get. Lamau. Don't get me started with programming puns. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because I have used in brackets /rant to end statements. More Donna? We can do that? Sure, go for it. Here's Crash. Be right back. Understood, crazy cats. Donna, in action. Love it. You miss coffee probably like I miss citrus fruit. Very likely. I was a caffeine fiend. To the point that I have ADD/ADHD. They like to play with diagnoses. And I self-medicated with stimulants my whole life to the point they didn't realize it until stimulants interfered with my nerve pain meds, and suddenly I could barely string two sentences together. I'm scattered as is, but I was functionally scattered, and I hit a level where I was dysfunctionally when they took the caffeine away. So now I have a medicine that is a non-stimulant that helps me keep things together. And guess what? I'll come at the stigma for that too. Oh no, they're medicated. for a mental illness. Yes, it's an illness in my mind. Well, it's all in your head. Yes, my mind. It lives in my brain. That's where it is. I'm medicated for a lot of allergies too. Well, it's just reaction. Just take something over the counter. I did. It didn't work enough. That's why I take medicine. Don't come at me on that stuff, folks. I'm spicy today, but I'm spicy with love. I'm like a moderate chili on a cold day, a little spice for some love there. Or breakfast sausage. Silly cat, I left that box in my office for a month for Calvin to play in, and now that it's out on the landing, he keeps knocking it over. Understood. Morning all, morning Kelly. I actually already plugged your book, but I'll show the picture again because you are an awesome person, and I can't wait to get my mitts on that book, The Rembrandt Stratagem, by Kelly Austin, from the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid. Oh, this book sounds so good. I cannot wait to curl up in my beat-up purple lazy boy, put my comfy blankie over my legs, and cuddle up with that book for long periods of time, probably while smooth jazz or bossa nova is playing in the background with a nice beverage in reach and maybe some munchies. Oh, that sounds like a delightful afternoon or middle of the night, depending on insomniacking. But let's get back to where we are. I'm not going to hide current comment because I'll lose things. And we got greetings. Hope everyone is awake and doing well today. Yes, we are. Hey, Dawn. Hi, Kelly. Hey there, Carl. Hello, Kelly. Morning, Donna. Hope you are fabulous today. Donna's always fabulous. Hi, Nick. Copy was sent by media mail. You should get midweek, I believe. Excellent. Good morning to those I haven't said that to yet. Joe, it's always great. The Historical Fencing Show, where all decent people go. You're not wrong. Not saying anything about those decadent folks in the other room. I love you too. And I go to the other room as soon as I'm done. There's no moral judgment there. In fact, that there is a safe place where people can relax in a non-hateful but certainly adult manner. It's quite wonderful. Happy Friday, Cindy Cap. I haven't heard from you in a while, darling. Let's, Cindy Cap's in the house. Let's run her ad before she runs all the ads, all the prompts to make us feel better. Let me go down because I want to give her the great big honking ad. There we go. Cindy Koepp does such amazing things. I love diverse creators, not just diversity by their gender, skin color, or religion, or all that. That's all awesome too. But people who create. She writes. She crochets. She's involved in game design. She's involved in education. Multi-threat, high-impact people fascinate me. And guys, while I'm here, please hit the like buttons. Share this around because I really want to keep promoting these awesome people. And apparently promote myself because check out Big Stompy Robots with simple swords fighting axes with a simple spear. She really wants me to add melee combat to Big Stompy Robots. check out the Historical Fencing Guild tonight at 7 p.m. Central. And there's we're going to have a great time, 8 p.m. Eastern. And yes, I do have a lot of... I'm sorry, I just saw the next one. Nick has cool art at deviantart.com. No human sacrifices. There goes my Saturday. I don't know what's great. It's a great comment, but coming from Blue Teddy, I didn't expect that. That's nice. I like that. That's awesome. Oh, that's Sandshrew with a sledgehammer. Awesome. I love that. Oh my, that delighted me. That's what I live for. The little remarks from the quiet, soft seeming cute people. That delights me. Amy Hale has neuroses and other books at amazon.com/Amy Hale, as well as the GoFundMe to help them, www.gofundme.com/f/love4, like the number, the Hales. And it's scrolling across the bottom of your screen. I need to get the calendar actually linked to the site. Thank you for reminding me of that. I'll get that link for that put up later today. Awesome. On the EDS Society webpage, there's a video on pacing and planning so you don't run out of spoons. One, I did not know there was an EDS Society. Wonderful, because several people in my circle both have that, and I can think of at least one who I suspect does and is not treated. Good morning. Good morning, Sarah. I hope you are having an absolutely delightful morning. We're having a wonderful time. I do need to do that fan art of you coming out of your coffin surrounded by clocks. Well, I've sketched it a couple times, but it hasn't come out right. That might be one I work on as part of Saturday. Remember, folks, keep an eye out on my channel during the weekend, usually Saturday afternoons, but not always, because it depends on if I have to go somewhere or whatever. I do Art Time with Nick, where I draw the thumbnails for the week of the next video, and then I do art based on what you, the viewers, suggest. Although I really need to do a Sarah fan art piece, and if I weren't so professionally minded, I'd be like, you know what, blink, let's get on that, and I'd start drawing it up. But that being said, how are you, darling? Hi, Joe. We got Joe. It will get there. And after you made a book, get Amazon reviews made less impossible. Smashwords.com/book/search. Brian K. Morris. Hi, Sarah. We got greetings. We got the black hearts of Sarah. Oh, all the Batman sound effects are here. Amazon.com/Brian K. Morris. Sarah, I'm so glad to see you here, Kelly says. Go support Amy and Luke's GoFundMe campaigns. Luke has found a new spot to live. He just needs to get there. And anything we can do to help him. Bear Publications has fun sci-fi. Oh. Sorry, the fundraiser is for the John Ritter Foundation. Comic John Ritter was misdiagnosed and then died of something that might have been treated. The foundation does education for doctors. Now, see, that I love. Malpractice prevention is a wonderful thing. Get Animal Eye merch. bit.ly/bearpub. Yep. Sarah's trying to be tech savvy and failing at it for a moment. Listening mode while hunting Amazon for a specific tech thingy. Go! Oh, it's glad to see you too. Get your logo in front of all the comic-related madness viewers. Contact Pops Van Zandt at that link. Cool. Boop. Royal Cruz has cool art at artstation.com/Royal Cruz. And he also does customizable art. I thank you for the heart, whoever did that. I've got at least 11 viewers in the little eyeball thing, so all the likes and hearts are desperately appreciated. Anyway, subscribestar.com/rollcruise. Kisses to Sarah. Guilty, because I'll forget to do it later. Look, squirrel! Got to remember to send stuff off before I forget. Understand. Job needs some explanations. Victoria Adams explained it. Coming soon, curses and cocktails. In the meantime, get heroic trolls. Amazon.com/SLRowland. Donna! Love how we hugged at Silicon as though we'd known each other for years in the flesh for years. Love you. Yeah, well, that's how it is. You guys are my peoples. I love hearing that. Need a custom web page? Studio Hubris site, Studio Hubris 5. Kelly Carla, 5 pots of coffee by 2, and then my day actually starts. Oh, God. Yeah, I did not used to measure coffee by the cup. It was by the pot. My cup was big enough to hold a cup of coffee, and then I'd usually alternate between 4 or 6, not counting the prodigious amounts of Mountain Dew. I miss Mountain Dew. I miss Mountain Dew dearly. QuadCon is coming up this weekend. Keep up with all the Midwest geekiness. QuadCityCon.com. I feel ya. Ditto. Twisted Fairy Tales and Monster Tales, YieldDragonBooks.com. Denver Martinez does Animalized Colors. Me too, Sarah. Can't wait for more hugs next Silicon. Woohoo! Mike Jimmy, I quit smoking 3 months ago. Cold turkey from 30 to 35 smokes a day. I still even dream about the stuff. Addictions are real, folks. And they're, even if they're based on habit eventually. Absolutely. And thank you. You know what? I'm going to stop again for a second and say thank you, Mike Jimmy. Because you are one of those people who is a light in a very dark world. And anything you do that helps you extend your health and longevity is literally a gift to the world. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Saturday Morning Cereal Box Network is growing. That's John Pica's Amazon? No, yes. Nerd Culture at that YouTube. Definitely. Yay! Amazon's takeover small press publishers, youtube.com/user/livebolt. That's our dear friend, Joe D. McPhee. Warriors everywhere for Michaela Jade. I need ads for her. Good for you, Mike Jimmy. He types as he puffs a cigar. Not being hypocritical, each person should have control over what they want to control. Absolutely. I don't judge people for most of their vices, providing consent is involved. However, it goes back to the juice being worth the squeeze. And the squeeze of a dramatically shortened life and health problems is too much for a lot of people. And that's what gets them out of the other stuff. They just have to endure the side effects of addiction, which is not something to be understated, but I respect it. Every time Cindy's promo song comes in, I love it. I love it too. Next year, Silicon will be in Effingham, Illinois. Yeah, sucky. So ends my break long before I run out of links. Sartin Art 76 for vintage cartooniness. Don't forget to tip your host. Sign up to Rising Tide newsletter. And then you'll want to sign up for mine. Need a dragon, a book, a quilt, CKOEPP.com. Get some great tales. Patreon.com/CKOPP. Patreon.com/Brian K. Morrison. Patreon.com/The Historical Fencing Guild. Happy New Year on Sunday. Oh, going lunar with it. I can dig it. A year of the rabbit, I believe. At Carl Witzman, I'll replace it with my coffee love. Much better for a man than, and not smoking saves me about an hour a day of doing nothing. Absolutely. Your productivity will go up. You'll be healthier, clearer minded. It's wonderful. You have several months to get ready, Sarah. Zebras! A dear friend introduced me to the wonderful world of zebras. Zebras. EDS. Kumquats, you say? I'll try to remember to take pics of the bazillion clocks downstairs for you. It's insane. I will gladly accept any reference you want to send me, Sarah, because that's awesome. Also, I didn't get to finish it, but I saw a really cool video about a watch repairman. It was an animated short who repairs death stopwatch. It's really weird. Not the green room. Yes, it's not. Oh, the girlfriend and I will be at HoloCon. You will? You will? You will? Mike Jimmy's going to be at HoloCon. Cool. We're planning to as well. I was really bummed, but yes. That's right. I'm planning to go to HoloCon with my wife and son. We just have to make sure that we have the hotel room so that if it's too spooky for little man, he can chill and play on his tablet or something. This is going to be a crazy year. So I have to remind myself only a few more years till retirement from this 9 to 5. Yep. One day at a time, my friends. And that goes to a lot of things. Nice, Mike Jimmy, and we will be there. That's right. Yay, Mike Jimmy, Larsha DeBron. Yeah, sadly, Nita won't be there. I don't think Daphne will. I think they're going to be in New Jersey. I am not pleased. But that's okay. Well, it's great. Better than you can imagine. I can't drink. I can't smoke. What do I do? Coffee. Can't drink. Can't smoke. Can't coffee. Mio. And remember, folks, I've never been recreationally intoxicated. I say that because I've gone to the dentist and it's hit me like a brick sometimes. My wife found that very funny. But that means all the silliness I do is natural silliness. Coffee is my only hope each day to get to the laptop and be productive. And bless the bean. Silicon was about 2 minutes away from work. I was able to hop from one to the other fast. Yep. I'm sorry. I guess Mattoon Mall said nope. Not sure why. Can you send me the location for that? It might be easier for me to get to this year. Or, yeah. Yeah, Hope. There's not going to be any podcasts that weekend because we'll all be at HoloCon. Oh, no. I'm sure there'll be podcasts. It'll just be from HoloCon. Pshaw. Lamau, truth. Unless. That's right. Panel show. Yee. It's the only thing I can assume is that. Well, I need to run a banner, an ad. So let's hit this and let's run. Yes, Carl, what a wonderful ad spot. And I'm sorry, that is such a groove. That is such a nightcore almost, just that chill. That's creative music for me. That's like just get art or writing done. Just kind of go with it. I dig it. I absolutely dig it. But green room in person, quite possibly. I do have a portal screen and tripod stands. Just saying. I know why, but that's for a side convo. Ooh, there are juicy details. Well, folks, we are at the hour. It is Friday, so we've lost a few people over to indie comic channel. Raging 2. Comments seem to have slowed on down, so I'm going to check. At least I want to run this. I have a couple commercials I feel I need to run. This is one.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Hashtag let Cat art. I love that woman so much. She's a delightful force of light and energy just moving through the sphere of where she is. And I'd love to go up and see her and just get into mischief. She's a wonderful person. Rutabaga. Picturing a hand reaching, placed on your shoulder as you walk through the cemetery. Yikes! Yes, that's good. That's the juicy stuff. And that's where chill music lives. But guys, this has been a great show. I think good show. I keep getting scheduled when things are going on, but this week is different. Hey, I just appreciate seeing and hearing from you, Sarah. You ever get bored, you know how to get a hold of me. I love a good chat. Yeah, send me that reference stuff. I may be able to use your actual clocks in that picture. Everyone have a good day. Joe didn't do his usual dump today, so he'll make sure to do it Monday. Been busy getting documents together for the next project. It happens, Joe. But we are, of course, blissfully towards the end of this, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you can get out there and promote and create. And reach out to Brian K. Morris and just give him love. No particular reason. Nothing's going wrong. He's streaming more. He's helping out the Hales, and that's wonderful. But give him and Cookie love anyway, because I think they need it. And be kind to yourself, folks. We've all been through a lot. Thank you. Great show. Thank you. I will be putting another program out in about an hour or so, where I go over the OGL if that's something interesting. I didn't do it here because it was a little off topic, and I didn't think you guys wanted a document walkthrough. So have a wonderful day. And Kelly says, everyone be good and safe. You're all wonderful to me, and I adore you all. Bye. Bye, guys. I will see you all next time on Nevermind the Furthermore, Monday at 10 a.m. And we'll be back doing this. Sometime this coming weekend, I will do an art time with Nick. And once I get through my thumbnails, I'll do the usual art by request, and we can kind of hop and pop through that. The live stream, the Historical Fencing Guild live stream is at 8 o'clock, and Glenn B. Fleming have some films of him coloring Hatch coming out. Wonderful, beautiful. I really think that Glenn is. There are two people artistically that spring to mind that need to do a textbook. Glenn, and see, Sarah's like Glenn, and Luke Stone. I want to see Luke Stone do creating comics the Luke Stone way, and I want to see Glenn do something about the history of comics, possibly in collusion with Randy Zimmerman, because you guys have that perspective and that history, and I respect it. And I want to see it manifest. And as we end our program, Glenn and Sarah are flirting merrily, and it makes the day a little brighter. I hope your world is as beautiful as it can be. Get out there and create, write, draw, put pen to paper. But remember, you can edit it, you can fix it, but you can't edit a blank